Fiery Joker here, and here I will teach you all how to make a good countdown. A lot of people have asked me how to make a countdown, and rather than just answer a whole bunch of your questions individually, I figured I'd make a tutorial video on how to make a countdown, or at least how I make one. Here we go. Here's how to make a countdown. First off, you need a computer that has a sturdy, up-to-date video card. Basically, just make sure your computer can run Team Fortress 2 on the max settings. And please don't edit on laptops unless the computer is built for video editing, otherwise you'll get nothing but frustration. In order to get a good video card, you're probably going to have to shell out $100 to $200. And if you're going to plan on buying a computer just for the sake of this sort of stuff, you're probably going to have to pay $600 to $700. The second thing you'll need, especially if you want to start off good, is a decent quality mic. People pay less attention to countdowns that don't use voices, so now it's pretty much a requirement. One thing that isn't necessary but might be handy is a screen recorder. Sometimes you'll need particular footage to illustrate a particular point, and you can't always find all your footage on the internet. You'll need a good video editing program. Most PCs already come with Windows Movie Maker and Macs come with iMovie, but you can't really do anything much with those programs because they're so basic. The programs I recommend are Magic's Movie Edit Pro, Adobe Premiere, or Sony Vegas. These programs will run you about $50 to $100. But if you do decide to get some other program, listen very carefully. Make sure the program is compatible with these three video file formats: MP4, FLV, and AVI. We'll get to why this is so important later. If the video editing program you're using does not have static remover, you can download Audacity, which is free. The last thing you'll need software-wise is the Firefox/Google Chrome app Easy YouTube Video Downloader. Trust me, this thing will save you many a headache trying to get footage for your video. This app allows you to quickly rip files in MP4 format for free and no hassle, and in HD. But if it starts getting out of whack because of the constant YouTube updates, you can always download free YouTube Download 3. The first thing you need to take into account is what kind of audience you want to appeal to. For example, the Autark Flame appeals to the retro, cult classic crowd, movie buffs, etc. I appeal to the more modern action title lovers. After you figure out who you want to appeal to, pick a topic you've always wanted to discuss, like weirdest Zelda characters, best NES games, or for example, for the sake of this tutorial, top 10 consoles. As you start your script, start plotting down your candidates for the slots, and obviously arrange them in order from best to worst. But I do recommend starting from the bottom up instead of starting from the top down. For some reason, it's easier to find which one you like the least. A few things to keep in mind when writing the script is, if applicable, use the one per franchise rule. It will prevent your countdown from being too repetitive. And please, for Pete's sake, don't steal lines from other countdown makers unless you are closely affiliated with them. Otherwise, people will pay even less attention to you. When recording your lines, do a quick sound check to see how the room reacts to your voice. And another quick tip, I find it easier just to put it all into one big sound file instead of just a billion small ones. When you're all set up, read through your script aloud before you start recording, because it'll really help you get that exact tone you want, and it will prevent you from sounding deadpan. The aforementioned Firefox app will save a lot of pain, and a screen recorder will help as well. But when it comes to online footage, I tend to get it from Let's Players. And remember, the quality of the footage that you have reflects the quality of your video in general. So if possible, get the video files in HD. It doesn't matter too much if the file is in 4:3 or 16:9 as long as it looks nice. And if it's not in perfect 4:3 or perfect 16:9, you can always crop it later. And please, don't use footage recorded outside the TV. It'll look like crap and your video will be crap. I can't really tell you how you should make your video because that's really up to your taste. There's a couple of templates you can follow: game trailers, machinima, screw attack, and copy art templates. And as your video gets longer, performance will start to slow, so adjust your settings accordingly. I always keep my preview on the lowest setting, and I keep my files on the desktop so the program doesn't have to jump through hoops just to put them on the program. And if you're going to use a special sound effect for your countdown, instead of deleting it after, you should probably keep it, because chances are you're going to use it in a later countdown. Don't just do countdowns. You're going to have some sort of special side product in order to keep your subscribers happy. You could do vlogs, you could do machinima, you could do random segments of gameplay, you could do let's plays. There's plenty of things you can do. And the last point, be patient. Unless you're experienced or you're making a music countdown, chances are you're not going to get it finished in one day. So just be patient and have fun with it. Alright guys, that's how to make a countdown. Get it away.